Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of Roku Ronin, where there's only 3 people, because it's seemingly impossible to get 4 out of 6 or 7 people. Anyways, this episode is gonna be about Charlotte, the most recent PA Works show that aired in the summer 2015 season. And this may be beating the dead horse at this point, because Charlotte...
No, it's not. It just ended 3 days ago. No way. It just ended 3 days ago.
Well, by the time this comes out, I don't know. But with me today is Kevin from Kevin Nia and Adam from Vadarf. And I'm Matt from RC Anime, if you did not notice. So enough of that. Anyways, Charlotte, Kevin, go.
Charlotte killed my family.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
What? Adam, go.
I have no more words to say. I am
Okay,
dead.
so that's the end of the episode.
No,
Thanks for
alright.
watching.
That's Charlotte, everyone.
Or listening.
Bye.
No, okay. I'll talk about Charlotte. Okay. I'll start from the beginning, because if we start at the end, that'll be something. So the first half of Charlotte, I thought was fine. It was like X-Men in high school, where they go around trying to stop people from abusing their powers and from getting experiments on, which I thought was fine, really. Except they kept doing it over and over again, so I thought it was getting a bit bland. But the first half, I thought it was pretty fine for me. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't that particularly that good either. When episode 6 and 7 came, I saw the potential. I saw what they were going for, or what Jun Maeda was going for. If they took the really edgy and dumb parts out, with the box cutter and with the main character Yu turning really edgy, it could have been something keep the part where he's depressed, and instead of making him turn edgy, just keep him depressed for half the episode, and have now kept on watching over him, which I thought was pretty good, I guess, but not end it with him basically getting over his sister's death by his sister's omelet. That was a bit... I don't know what to say about that.
Box cutters, though, and toothpicks, the 2 main weapons of the show.
No, please, the edgiest parts of Charlotte are the most dumbest part as well.
It's not...
Why?
It's
Why, though? Why did he have to turn edgy? What was the point? What was really the point? That's not coping with your sister's death. Being a shut-in and maybe just doing nothing, or okay, that's I can see, because he's depressed, but he just turned edgy for no... and he became a gangster slayer. Seriously, why?
Oh, well, Charlotte, I already thought Charlotte was pretty bad at that point, but it didn't, because Charlotte's currently my most hated anime of all time, and it wasn't even at that point that it became it. It was the last 3 episodes. The last 3 episodes. I didn't
everything.
like almost any of Charlotte, not even the beginning episodes where people are like, oh, it's a fun version of Angel Beats mixed in with what a Key normally does, but
No, it's X-Men.
It's X-Men First Class. And then X-Men Days of Future Past. That's what it is.
Yep. I don't know what the last 3 episodes were.
The last 3 episodes.
I don't.
The last 3
what
episodes
the
literally
fuck was
brought
that?
me into depression. Some shows have pissed me off, but no show has ever brought me into depression because of how bad it was.
I'm just shocked at how bad. How did something like Charlotte in the first 3 episodes turn into something like that in the last 3 episodes?
I think the most shocking thing was that it was written by Jun Maeda, whom he's never really been proven to be a masterful writer, but Angel Beats, why would it have problems? It was still okay. Charlotte has all the same problems that Angel Beats has, in which that it's completely rushed, and I don't even know why Jun Maeda didn't learn from his mistake last time in Angel Beats. Did he not realize, or I don't know what he was thinking when he was writing this, honestly.
Jun Maeda should never write again, or write alone anyway. Goddamn.
Charlotte is an incredible look into the self-destruction and complete and utter disaster of a series, and really is to be appreciated because it shows you just what not to do ever.
ever. Period.
It is pretty incredible when you think about it. I think it's a great thing for people to watch. It'll show you just everything that's bad. Just, it's great for that. Because it starts off with some promise, and then it just is like, blah.
If only Callum were here, he could have like defended Charlotte. Because apparently, out of everyone we know, Callum's the only person who thinks it's good.
No, he doesn't think it's good. He thinks it's fun, which is like, all right, you can think it's fun, but it's not good. Like it's.
He was.
Those two are not the same.
I told you he'd end up changing his opinion because at the very right when the last episode aired, he was like, "Oh, this is like a good show. It's all about like going on an adventure.
No.
Fuck realism." That's what he said.
Fuck realism. Fuck what? No.
He said that.
No, he didn't say that.
No, I swear to God, he said that.
He said it in a tweet.
No.
No.
can check
I will
Twitter.
link you the tweet at the end. I'll like maybe link the tweet in the description.
You
No
should
way.
show it in show it
can't.
on the video itself.
Is there anything good about Charlotte we could say so we're not just like kicking it around?
Oh, see, it's PA work, so the animation is good.
The animation of Charlotte isn't actually really good considering PA works. I mean,
Yeah, it's not, but it's all right. It's all right.
it's okay.
Like if you look at their like past two shows, Shirobako or Nagino no Asakara. No, before that, Glass Slip. Like Charlotte doesn't look as good as those shows, but it's still all right for PA.
It has nice music.
The music's nice.
The
yeah.
soundtrack?
It has some nice music.
It's by Jun Maeda, and it's still not his best one. It's still not even close to his best one.
I like the ED song a lot.
No, I didn't like the ED song at all. I like the opening.
I didn't even like the opening though.
The opening is good too, but I like.
I mean, I ended up liking the opening more than Angel Beats near the end because the opening grew on
What?
to me.
The Angel opening is actually good though.
Like the thing is that the Angel Beats opening has always been dying ever since I first watched it. It's like it's been going lower and lower on my list.
I kind of feel the same
So
way.
I don't know. For me, it's like a opening that's really easy to get bored of.
I guess because
I mean, the only really good part about the Angel Beats opening is the very first few seconds when Kanade's like playing on the piano.
But I feel like the same thing is gonna happen with this one.
I guess
I'm just
likely.
gonna forget about it in like 3 weeks. 3
Like,
weeks time.
if you think about it, it's nice, but
But that moment where the guy gets cured by like her song,
Her singing.
she just sings and everything gets better for him. Like not everything, but like it gets a lot better.
that didn't bother me personally. Like, I just, compared to everything else happening in the show, I thought it was okay. I kind of liked what they were trying to do. I didn't think it was
No,
done that
what was the
badly,
worst part
so
was
I
that she was
like,
singing in English, and it just the English.
Oh yeah, well, that wouldn't have bothered me originally.
Yeah, that English during that part was not as good, but during the concert, her English was actually pretty good. Like the song.
Nah, I mean, if you've seen
Yeah.
Nana, then it's just
The English wouldn't have bothered me if it wasn't for the fact that at the end of the show, they have everyone outside Japan speaking English, and all of the English, they were like literally English speakers.
Oh gosh.
And they were all terrible. Like, if that hadn't happened, I'd be fine with the English. But now that happened, I just hate everything.
I don't know how it's Interstellar.
Steins Gate and Elfin Lied, like you said, Matt.
It's not even like Elfin Lead, Matt.
fuck off. Like, I mean, it's not on the same level as Edgy, like Elfen Lied, but for that type of show,
For a key show,
Especially for
it's
a key
pretty
show.
fucking edgy.
like a show by Jun
Goddamn.
Maeda.
Going back quickly to something I liked, there were a few things I did still like. Like, I liked the main guy in the first episode, but then they neutered his character after that.
Oh, how he was like a cunt.
Yeah, and then just, no, not anymore. I liked Tamori to an extent.
Who's Tamori? Now Tamori. Okay.
Yeah, now. I liked the guy whose hair was dripping wet.
God damn, that's so.
I liked him.
I knew something was up with him. I'm like, why is he wet?
Why is he
God
wet?
damn.
Kevin Neon, 2015.
Misa though, Misa was the best. Misa was better than.
Of course
Misa,
you would
really.
fucking like Misa, cause she'd probably dominate you.
Of course.
Oh, her?
Why wouldn't I like Misa, Matt? Come on, you know me.
Yeah, cause she would dominate you. That's why you liked her.
Yes, so good. Huh?
With fireballs.
You're so good though.
I like the sister, the little sister. What happens to her in the end? Like, she just disappears, doesn't she?
What do you mean she stayed at that
pops up
place.
at the end, I think.
She stayed at that place where the big brother was.
Complete. I forgot a lot of the end.
And at the very end, I think she's
No,
there.
she's not. She's not in the end. She's not in the last episode.
Well, so much for her being so important.
Does anyone remember why the Americans like held that guy for ransom? Like, what did they want again?
They wanted the main guy to use his powers.
For what though?
To take over the world.
Is that actually what they wanted?
It doesn't say what they wanted, but you know it's probably something like that.
In like anime, why is it always the Americans who are the bad guys?
Yeah, thanks, Matt.
Is it because we nuked them?
Yes, it's because you nuked them. This is what happened.
Oh god. Okay, so please. Okay, I think we're done with Charlotte, right? We can't like possibly have an entire episode for like a show that's just not good.
We could, but that would be absurd. And would probably result in all of us just dying.
People just need to know that Charlotte is bad. Like the majority think Charlotte is bad, right, guys? It can't.
That's not true. It's like Sword Art Online again in terms of controversy.
It can't be. Like Charlotte is worse than Sword Art Online.
A lot of people really like Charlotte. A lot of people really like it.
Like, okay, for people who like it, you can like it. Like, I enjoyed it to an extent, but
it's not good.
That's different from it being like actually critically like good and well put together and well written. It's not at all. All you have to do is watch something that is to see how it is. It isn't. It just isn't.
For like the first half, like I can see, first half's alright.
Even the first half bored me. Like I just was bored.
It got a bit boring because they just did the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, and they focused on like these one-off characters instead of the main ones, really. At least, like they weren't being developed at all. They were all cardboard cutouts. It wasn't fun. The
only problem was that the show like wanted to be serious and also wanted to be funny at the same time. And I just think the way that Moeda does it just didn't work. It was like
it didn't.
Not as Angel Beats did it a little bit better, but even that I had problems with the Angel Beats.
A lot better.
No, like for Angel Beats, like dramatic moments, even I felt like some of it didn't.
I still
really
think
work.
it went into them like a lot better.
No, yeah, well, like compare it to Charlotte, Angel Beats is a masterpiece.
But also, this show just tried to fit way too many things into it. Like, it had so many ideas of what I wanted to do, and it was like...
Charlotte is 3 different shows. Charlotte is the 3 different shows. It's the Student Council X-Men for the first half. It's like X-Men Days of Future Past for like episodes 8 to 10. Then I don't know what the fuck happened from episodes 11 to 13. Like, those are just...
It's around the world in 80 days.
Plus edginess. Something like that.
Plus X-Men.
No, it's not.
It's X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Like you thought episode 12 was absurd when you said, "I'll travel around the world
and he really did
purge every superpower," and he actually does it.
He actually does it.
And he actually does it. No, like when he comes back from when he like finishes, like now is still in school and she's the first year, so that means he had to do it within like 3 years.
Yeah,
and that's not you can't.
I thought they were saying he did it in 1 year.
No,
the world is pretty big.
You.
How many people have unless
you.
What?
I don't care if it makes logical sense or not. I'm just saying I think that's what the show said.
Yeah, and I say fuck you. That's not.
No,
I don't. I'm not okay with this.
But anyways, what? Let's just. I don't ever want to talk about Charlotte again. I don't ever want to talk about it.
Charlotte's just gonna be a meme for bad anime.
Apart from those who like it.
So, what other stuff has like Jun Maeda done or PA Works done that's been better?
Well, he's done Angel Beats.
Angel Beats is better, but Angel Beats isn't exactly good.
Angel Beats is like decent to mediocre.
Yeah, Angel Beats is a decent show. It's okay.
I feel like that varies more person. Like, I would say it's good, but what I mean by good might not necessarily mean like what you think by good, but I think it's pretty good.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's alright to decent.
I like it a lot. I think it has its strengths and a lot of flaws, but
like the flaws in Angel Beats like are clearly there, but they're not like overly massive that just ruin the entire show.
It's like, oh, okay, so you made some mistakes because you tried to do this too quickly.
Yeah, and there's like some non-logical plot progression, like in chronological order, like at the very end, like that actually cannot be physically done, but it's
Wait,
fine.
are you talking about that ending thing with
Yeah,
the heart and
yeah.
all that? No, that you can actually explain that away if you think about it.
Think about it. Why? Just go. Come on, explain it.
Okay. So she had his heart, and that's why when she died, she went to that place to thank him because she never got to thank him for having the heart transplant. But he died first.
Yeah.
So how did she get there before him?
Exactly.
That's because he couldn't get there until all of him had died, you could say. And so he was only able to get there after his heart had died, which was in her. So you could say that. Also, at one point in the show, it's mentioned that him getting there was sort of a mistake because he had already fulfilled his life. So, since it was a mistake, you could also think of it like he got there late because it was a mistake that he got there. Also, she got there for only the purpose of meeting him. So he had no reason to be there other than to fulfill her purpose, you could say, and also to bring everyone else to their resolution. So if you think of it like that, and that this world sort of exists outside of time a little, then it kind of works.
Maybe that's a really roundabout way, but
Yeah, it is. It works way better than anything else in Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, apparently Angel Beats and Charlotte were supposed to be taking place, like, at the same timeline. So they're not only are they in the
don't
same
believe
universe.
they can't be in the same timeline. Did
It's not the same
No, they were.
timeline.
Yeah, 'cause-
there's
Look, no. Look at the singer. It's the same universe. I don't believe it's the same timeline. Like, I just say no. That's not it. No, because I think firmly Charlotte takes place after, because I feel several people from Angel Beats have been reincarnated.
no, but
into
like
Charlotte.
I'm going by what the staff members said.
I know. I disagree.
You're disagreeing with the
I
creators of the
disagree.
show.
yeah, I disagree.
They made this show. Who says I have to agree with them after this?
After what they made, why do we have to agree?
No.
I mean, like, all of the key stuff, like in Jun Moeda stuff, are also apparently in the same universe. So, like, Charlotte's in the same universe as stuff like Clanad and Canon. How do you feel about that?
I don't want
Kevin?
to believe. No, we're not talking about those shows.
So, going into like other stuff. Kevin, you saw Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works?
Oh yeah, we can talk about Fate. I don't mind talking about Fate. Yeah.
That's PA. Wait, what?
That's not PA Works. It's Ufotable.
So what?
No, but
There's no
I just watched Fate. It's fine. I don't care. We don't care. This is Charlotte. Like it still makes more sense.
What?
So yeah, I thought Fate was decently alright. Like, I had a lot of really, really fun moments in the first half. The second half is where
It gets boring.
really a lot of cringeworthy and dumb moments happened. Like, it's still fun, like at some points, but Shiro and what happens at the end just really are really for me. And how the show ended as well. It was really, like, people say Fate Zero had an anticlimactic ending. Like this, they literally just like beat Archer and they win. That was the end. Like it really didn't have any impact at all. Like, did they win something from beating the Holy Grail? Not really. Like there was no weight to that.
1 hour episode of Rin, though.
Of course, Rin's.
I guess I don't need to watch the show now.
Rin is something that saves the show. You can. It's still a fun show to watch. The first half.
No, the first half is fun. It's like entertaining.
I really just want to watch all the Fate stuff just so I could watch Carnival Phantasm at the moment.
Carnival Phantasm is like probably the best thing that's like about Fate. It's great. Have you ever seen Carnival Phantasm, Kevin?
No.
No? How have you not seen
No, I
Carnival
haven't.
Phantasm? It's so amazing.
What do you mean? How have I not? What?
It's hilarious. It literally makes watching all of Fate worth it.
But
Or like at least Fate 05.
it's Fate 06.
Or 06.
No, wait.
06.
You just reminded me. Yeah, Fate Stay Night 2006 had a better ending than Fate Stay Night 2014. I'm gonna say that it totally had a better ending.
1 hour episode of Rindo.
2016 though, it had actually like somewhat sentimental ending.
2016?
Did you say 2016?
2006. It's 12:30, guys. God. I was about to go to sleep before we recorded this podcast.
You asked for this. You were like, "Can we talk about how bad Charlotte is?" I'm like, "Okay, sure."
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Because
You brought this on yourself.
I wouldn't do it again. Like, I was gonna forget Charlotte. After this podcast, I'm just gonna forget about Charlotte.
I'm gonna forget it too. Like, I don't even want to talk about it anymore right now.
Yeah.
So, no, but Fate Unlimited Blade Works was okay. I still liked it more than Fate Zero because I didn't like Fate Zero at all.
Yeah, well, you haven't even finished it. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna argue.
I haven't even-
I'm not gonna argue with a person who hasn't finished it. I can't. I'm not going to. It's not worth it.
All right. Going back on track. So, PA Works.
Fate was
What
alright,
else?
guys.
They did Shirobako. Shirobako was like really good.
I'm watching that next.
Because Maeda's not involved.
Well, obviously.
I'm watching that next. So
You know what they should do with the second season of Shirobako?
What?
They should focus on a show they make with a guy who's clearly Maeda, and it's terrible, but they have to make it anyway, and show how hard that is on their mental and emotional beings.
Wasn't that kind of like the second half of Shirobako
what?
already?
No, don't spoil, please,
No, because the show they were making wasn't bad.
please,
Uh,
please don't spoil.
well, no, it's really hard to spoil Shirobako, I think, because it's not that kind of show.
They really, yeah, it's fine.
Though PA Works did some other stuff. Glass Slip they did prior to Shirobako, and
haven't
Glass Slip
seen it.
was, I think I'm the only person here who saw it. Glass Slip was really bad. I'll say it out up front that it's really bad, really boring. Nothing happens, and the things that do happen just feel weird. It's really weird. I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Glass Slip. It's nice to look at, and that's really about it. Some of the soundtrack is okay. Then PA Works also did Nagi no Asakara, which we all saw.
Yes.
Their best show.
And I feel like Nagi no Asakara, if we ever talk about it, deserves its own episode, but probably we wouldn't. So
We wouldn't what?
have like an episode of
Why
Nagi no
wouldn't we?
Asakara. Would we have an episode only on Nagi no Asakara?
Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we?
I don't think having an episode on one show is ever a good idea, because I don't think you have enough to talk about for just one show for a whole podcast.
That's not true. I mean, if you have like opposing
Yeah.
opinions, one can like fight against the other.
I guess, but none of us have opposing opinions.
We agree that the show is like really great, but we have we have opposing opinions of which parts of the show were better than other.
Akari arc is the
How
best
is
arc.
Akari arc the best arc?
It's
I
not
don't
the best. It's the
understand.
second best one. What the?
You're essentially saying that
It's
Nagi no
one of the
Asakara
best
goes all
ones.
downhill after the first arc, when it's not true.
Huh? Downhill? What the? When did I say?
Because you're saying the Akari arc is
No.
the best arc. That's the
No.
first arc.
No.
Or like
No.
one of the very first arcs.
No.
Kevin, this is what we call using logic. Now, if you're going to say no, then what you're using is illogic, and that means you're no better than Charlotte.
What do you mean? What?
Stop bringing Charlotte up! Fucking.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. No, we all agreed not to. Yeah, we'll talk about Nagi no Asakara in a different episode when I rewatch it as well, because I've only seen it once and I want to watch it again.
I've seen it 7 times.
7 times? I thought you said only 6.
I've rewatched it with so many people just to see their reactions
I've seen it twice.
of the first half.
Jesus, Matt. Matt, I've only seen Clanhead 5 times.
I've seen it with 7 different people just to see their reactions. So,
Who had the best reaction?
honestly, myself.
Which, no, the people you saw with, you fucker. God.
I don't know. I was like really disappointed by everyone's reactions. Besides, like maybe one of my real life friends.
Well, because
but
that you watched it airing. Don't
I
watch
did
it airing.
watch it airing.
You did?
No. Nagi no Asakara is
No.
actually a really good show to watch airing.
No, it's not. What the fuck?
No, but Nagi no Asakara is a really good show to watch airing.
No,
to
I
have watched
disagree.
airing for specific reasons
I
that I
disagree.
can't spoil.
I disagree,
I
Matt.
think you can watch it either way. Like, whatever.
I disagree.
I don't know.
Is that the show you've watched the most amount of times, though?
Surprisingly enough, yeah, I've seen even more than like my own favorite show. So
I still have you beat, though, with my favorite show.
How many times have you watched that, Adam?
8.
Oh,
Really?
I thought you were at double
Yeah.
digits for a second there.
No, not yet. Soon, though. I'll probably rewatch it again soon.
what else did PA Works Dude, they did Hanasaku Iroha, which I
haven't
really
seen
love.
it.
I haven't seen
I think
it yet.
Hanasaku Iroha is one of the best slice of life shows.
You're the only one who's
ever
seen
made.
it.
I know. That's why I'm saying that. Have you guys not? There's another.
There's another.
The best show ever created.
Wait, Matt. Another what?
Another show by PA Works. Fuck you.
Yeah, what show is it? Another show what? What show is
Final Destination, the anime.
I know what you're talking about now. Nah, everyone knows Another was bad.
I actually legitimately liked it when I first saw it years and years ago, but that was like back in high school.
It's
Oh,
okay.
no, same.
The show's okay. It's not like bad. It's just okay.
I still enjoy it just because
it gets
I like
hilarious
Final
at
Destination.
the end where everyone turns crazy for no reason.
Even back then when I watched it and liked it, I thought that was like not too good.
I think that's like everything we've seen by PA Works. I mean, I've seen The Eccentric Family, but I know you guys haven't.
Yet.
The Eccentric Family is also good. There's Red Data Girl, which I haven't seen.
I heard that was bad.
Yeah. Oh, True Tears. True Tears. Fuck True Tears.
I haven't
Fuck
seen
True
it.
Tears.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that because you told me not to watch it.
It's so shit.
All I know about the show is you saying "fuck True Tears." That's
Yeah.
all I know about it.
That show pissed me off.
Why?
Cause it's so.
What is the show
the
about?
drama-
What is the show about?
It's a show about like just like
True Tears.
it's a show about like friends and this like people lying. There's chickens in it. There's this girl who's like suicidal, and then there's this girl who's like a complete bitch. Then there's this terrible mom. Everyone just like continuously like lies to each other to like
Wait.
get their own.
So it's a show about lying?
It's more than that, but
Yes?
there's a lot of like trickery in the show that just annoys the hell out of me.
What's the end goal of the show if they're lying to each other? What are they lying for?
Everyone
I don't
dies.
remember. I try to wipe out the memory of that show. It's just the show like wants to be really
So
dramatic
wait,
and tragic with.
Would you say
what it
that
does.
show is worse than, or Charlotte is worse than?
No, Charlotte is worse.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna say Charlotte.
Adam, there's no other show that I'm gonna say is worse than Charlotte, because I do think Charlotte is the worst anime I've ever seen. Personally speaking, it's like even, yeah, like relatively in terms of like the amount of potential it had and what it became in the end, I think if it's not the worst show, it's the show I hate the most. So,
Nah, Charlotte's bad, but it's not in my top 5 hated. I have worse shows to hate on. Zero no Tsukaima, anyone?
I don't hate Zero no Tsukaima though.
Yeah, I don't hate it either.
No.
I have a soft spot for it. Nostalgia.
It's okay.
No.
Like at least Zero no Tsukaima can be fun.
No, it's
That was
not.
back when I first started watching subbed anime.
It had to be fun, otherwise you wouldn't have watched 4 seasons of it.
I was waiting for it to get good, and it
You
took.
can't watch 4 seasons and wait for something to get good.
That's like saying, "Hey, look, I'm watching the last couple episodes of Charlotte. I'm waiting for it to get good."
No. Like it's 4 seasons. How
Matt,
many episodes is
Matt,
that? Every episode.
this was
12,
back in
so-
2012. All right, this was when I was getting into anime.
That's no excuse.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
4 seasons.
If I didn't like it for the first 2 seasons of 4 seasons, I probably wouldn't have continued. Because especially something like Zero no Tsukaima, which like got progressively worse.
But Matt, I thought anime was fun back in the day.
It's because you're not watching any of the good stuff.
It's fine.
So what do you guys think so far? What do you guys think is the best show of 2015?
No, I'm gonna wait. No, like 2014, like split 2014, 2015. So
For me, I would say
Wait.
Snafu 2. Probably.
Fuck you.
It's better than Charlotte.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I can't even see Fate because I'm pretty sure that was 2014. I don't even know. Now.
Yeah, Fate started in 2014.
I don't
and
even
so did
know.
Your Lie in April, so you can't use either.
Yeah, so I don't know.
And so did Shirobako.
There isn't then. I haven't seen a good show for 2015. That's like completely aired from 2015 and ended in 2015. I haven't seen a good show then.
I think you've only seen 2 shows from 2015.
What is it?
Like that aired and finished. Death Parade and Charlotte.
Oh shit. Wait, did Kuroko season 3? Can I say that?
Did it start in 2015?
You guys keep talking. I'll check like right now.
Okay. Well, my favorite show of 2015 was like a good tie between Kofu Graffiti and Yuri Kuma.
Yeah,
I like Kofu Graffiti more, but I think Yuri Kuma is probably like a better show.
That's because it is a better show.
No, Kofu Graffiti is great. Kofu Graffiti is legitimately a really good show. It's like really well directed.
From what I've seen of
and the soundtrack is amazing.
Sure, but it's like fluff. There's nothing else.
Yeah, but then it's not a show that's trying to be something grand. But it's just like a show for pure relaxation and enjoyment, like normal slice of life shows.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, slice of life shows never try to be anything really grand. Like some shows, like Aria and K-On! Do a lot with their worlds, but most of the time it's just kind of like a meditative experience. That's really the point of these shows. It's like Hidimari Sketch or Yokohama, the Quiet Cafe Club, in which it's really more about just taking a break from the world or from like drama or other stuff. For like taking a break from anything overly serious.
Also, I can say Kuroko Season 3 because it started January 11, 2015. So I'm going to say that. Kuroko Season 3.
I have to agree. It's the best show this year.
Have you seen Kuroko? Wait, have you seen Kuroko?
No.
No, Rippin.
Just your video. That's enough. That's all I need to see.
If we're talking about including sequels, then yep, Kuroko Season 3 is the best show I've seen this year that aired and finished this year. And Kuroko is still it's a good sports anime.
You still haven't seen the best sports anime though, Chihaya Furu.
I haven't. I'm sorry, Matt. No Season 3 for you though.
Fuck off.
About to make that joke.
No, fuck off. I'm so pissed that they spend time on the same team spent time on Ole Monogatari instead of Chihaya Furu Season 3. I'm
quite
so
happy
annoyed.
they did.
And Ole Monogatari became such a I don't want to say a shit show, but it just became like a really lackluster, boring, superficial.
It's one of my
show.
favorites.
I thought like so many people liked Ore Monogatari.
Ole Monogatari.
You know, you could say the same thing about Ore Monogatari, sort of, that you said about Kofuku Graffiti.
No, not really, because Ole Monogatari isn't exactly a slice of life.
It's a slice of life-ish.
There's slice of life features in it, but I wouldn't. The thing is that Ole Monogatari doesn't have anything special. There's like the directing is like standard. The stories are standard. Nothing really progresses.
The comedic timing is perfect.
In Kofu Graffiti, the characters actually progress, especially the main character.
I wouldn't know.
Like she grows, and that's the point of a slice of life show. At the end, the characters grow. That happens in K-On! Season 2. That happens in Aria.
The characters do grow in Ore Monogatari. It's just not much. Most of them stay pretty much the same.
No, like even the situations in Ole Monogatari, it's like kind of like the same episode for the entire run of it.
But it's just so enjoyable.
You can't. It's when it's like listening to the same song on repeat for hours and hours.
But
after a point, you get tired of it.
Depends on the song. But that's why you don't watch Ore Monogatari marathoning, I guess. I guess that's not the show you'd watch marathoning.
You marathoned it.
Because I'm fine with it, but I mean other people.
I'm not saying Ole Monogatari is bad. I mean, when I watched it, it was really sweet. It's too much.
Too much sweet. Matt doesn't like sweet things. Confirmed.
That's funny because like I didn't feel that way about Ore Monogatari, but I felt that way about other things that you or others probably would disagree.
What? Like what?
Love Live.
Love Live is not. Love Live is different.
Too sweet for me.
Love Live is like not like a show to be sweet. There's like drama in Love Live, though.
So
you can
little.
debate about how well that's done, but like Love Live touches different tones.
There's no real conflict.
Love Live is not one straight line.
And
like
all
the
girls are
characters
just all
actually
happy,
develop
happy,
too.
happy.
That's not true. The
Not
characters
really.
develop, and there are
Even
moments where
by the movie, I
things go
felt they were
down.
still essentially the stereotypes they were supposed to represent. They didn't grow for me.
No, the characters do develop in Love Live.
Not that much.
No, they develop pretty well. As like for a show like Love Live, they develop pretty well. If you want to compare it, if you want to compare it to something like Nana, then yeah, you can't say that. But
no. Just I saw the entire second season. I saw no development.
I don't know what you're saying, and like you enjoy Monogatari, so whatever.
But I admit there's no real development in Monogatari.
Love this. Where's my popcorn when I need it?
I just didn't like the characters in Love Live.
Guys, don't watch airing shows, and don't. Those aren't even airing shows, but I'm gonna end this debate of it bad. Is it bad? I don't know.
I liked Death Parade.
Wait, did we even talk about Death Parade? I forget.
We didn't talk about Death Parade because Death Parade's such a shit.
Wait,
Death Parade is,
except it's
I
not.
swear I've talked about Death Parade
it's
somewhere
a
on
good
a
show.
podcast. Wait, did I not?
No.
maybe in Anifix.
Oh shit! Yeah, probably.
Wait. Oh, I forgot you were on one episode of that.
I actually did talk about it there. No, we can talk about it here because we.
What is there to say about Death Parade?
Well, Matt, you think it's like absolute shit, don't you? You think it's absolute shit?
I don't think it's absolute shit. I just think it's very, very mediocre. Like, it's slightly below average. That's what I think.
I disagree.
As do I, but I think that goes without saying.
It's just the directing is so bland. Cinematography is really bland. The only good part of the show was like Nona, and it's like the ending to every episode of Death Parade, and the ending to the entire show. And I think for something like Death Parade, a show that wants to be psychological to an extent, touching on a story that has only like really one way of going, and actually going in that one like usual direction, just makes the show feel pointless. I mean, the only moment I really liked in that parade was the ice skating moment in like the second to the last episode.
I thought the school kid and the detective arc or episodes were actually really well done.
Those two episodes.
Like those were the best episodes of Death Parade. And the ending was sort of sentimental. I'll take it, but no, I would say it was that Judgment was the best because you really get to see like how do you judge a person before with their lives if what they did was for a good reason, but they ended up doing let's say really questionable things at the end.
Evil?
Yeah.
It's easier just to say evil. Saves time.
It's fine, Adam. No, but there were some really dumb judgments in Death Parade. I think
No, but you don't understand that that's the point.
No, I know that was the
Was that
point.
the system
But they
is
could have
bad.
made different.
They could have done it in like the first episode. The first episode, he made the wrong judgment.
I mean, two different situations of characters instead of like those two that
But it
they
takes
showed.
more judgments than just one bad judgment to show them that they're doing it bad, especially since it went to the point of saying that most of those people there don't actually have real emotions. They're just emulating it because that's how they're designed.
I know, but what we're saying is that it could have been done better. The way they did it was just...
I was fine with
it
how
was
they did
mellow.
it.
It was melodramatic.
What?
And
I was.
Huh?
I didn't think it was that melodramatic.
It's like over... Like, maybe melodramatic is like not a right word, but it's overblown in like how the characters react. And the situations were just ridiculous. I mean, for a show to be psychological, I think the best thing to do is like to be subtle, but Death Parade isn't subtle. It's very obvious. It's overly obvious. It's too easy, I guess.
I didn't think it was that overly obvious. I thought it had subtlety to it.
There is not a single point of subtlety in Death Parade. Which, like, I'm not saying that all shows have to be subtle, but for like a psychological show.
Okay, well, maybe for me, who's terrible at subtlety and symbolism, it was subtle for me because I'm not good at analyzing things like that.
No, yeah, I think the problem with Death Parade was it explained too many things. Well, at the beginning, anyway. Towards like the first half, it explains like so many things about their like. They tried to have world building, but then it was just like pure exposition about their worlds, and I was like, no, I'm not. No.
Except I was kind of interested in it. So
No,
I was,
like,
okay, but yeah, you're right. It was too much. There's a way to do good exposition and a way to do bad, and theirs wasn't that good.
Yeah, like I actually was interested about what their world was like, but they just explained it like through talking instead of just showing us. Which,
And that's like the most boring, bland kind of world building.
Unless the characters talking are interesting, but in this case,
no, like I don't think there's any good world building that comes from just dialogue. I can't think of a show.
I'm sure there's an
now.
example. I just can't think of one.
No, like I don't think the best world building normally comes from a mixture of like characters experiencing different aspects of the world.
Yeah, experiencing and like looking or traveling around.
Yeah, it's like the characters are discovering the world
by themselves
as you.
Yeah.
Instead of like the characters can know everything about the world too, and they just show the world to you, but just telling you is really boring because you're not reading it. It's like reading Lord of the Rings. Then you're not like it's not like you're reading a book, you're watching something. So I don't want to be told everything like from mere dialogue and not be shown how it works, because when they finally do show us how it works, it just feels less interesting or surprising or intriguing, whatnot.
Oh, Matt, you just reminded me of a show that like sort of does that. This is a live action show that a film, sorry, you would know, that we recently just both watched, that actually does that.
Say the name of the film.
Sicario. It does.
Sicario has amazing. Sicario portrays Mexico amazingly.
Yeah.
And they almost never talk about Mexico. They just have to show it to you.
They don't talk about it. We're shown it through
especially that one sequence where they cross the border.
Yeah, that was like the main character didn't know what the hell was going on.
That's amazing world building right there.
Yeah, that character didn't know what the hell was going on, and neither did we, and that's what made the scene so tense.
Yeah, I know. I love that scene in Sicario. But Adam doesn't like Sicario.
No, I think it's a great film. I just didn't personally enjoy it or like it that much.
That's what I said. You didn't like Sicario.
Well, saying I didn't like it can give the connotation of me thinking it was bad or disliking it, which isn't the case.
It's fine though. But Matt, do you like Sicario better than Prisoners?
I like Prisoners more.
I just like I like Sicario just a bit more than Prisoners.
I want to say like Prisoners is I just think Prisoners is better than Sicario. They're both really good though.
It's fine.
But anyways, I think if we're starting to talk about live action films, I think we're
did we cut it? Did you cut it again?
No, I didn't cut out.
Oh, you cut it for me.
Okay. What? Did you hear what I said though?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm saying. Well, since we're talking about live action films at this point, we might as well just.
Might as well just what, Matt? Oh my! You cut out at the exact same moment. Are you kidding me?
What the fuck?
Are you kidding me?
What? What?
I think it's time to end this.
That's what I said.
Oh, was he cutting out for you, Adam?
Yeah.
Like he's like, I think it's time to, and then he just cut out.
Was that 3 times? Or
yeah,
two? I think it was 3 times.
Yeah, it was 3 times.
All at the same part.
Skype is telling us something.
This was great. This reminded me of Anipod.
Yeah, this is gonna be a throwback to Anipod episode. So on Twitter, I'm gonna say, or when I get another AskFM like why no more Anipod, I'm gonna link them this episode of Roku Ronin. All right.
So
do the outro, Matt.
I forgot how to end a podcast.
Just because we never record one. That's because we've never recorded one.
So thanks everybody for joining us in our bashing of Charlotte and other things, and we will see you next time in the next episode. Bye. And thanks for watching.
Of Roku Ronin, and it'll be another 4 months, guys.
No.
Roku Ronin is great. Subscribe, like, show it to your friends. Your parents,
especially your
everyone.
Grandparents, if they're still alive, hopefully.
Yes.
If they're not, we're sorry.
Yeah. Charlotte killed my family.
Or I don't know what he was thinking when he was writing this, honestly.
Man, I should never write again. Or write alone, anyway. God damn.
Charlotte is an incredible look into the self-destruction and complete and utter disaster of a series, and really is to be appreciated because it shows you just what not to do ever
Ever. Period.
It is pretty incredible when you think about it. Like, I think it's a great thing for people to watch. It'll show you just everything that's bad. It's great for that. Because it starts off with some promise, and then it just is like, blah.
If only Callum were here, he could have like defended Charlotte. Because apparently, out of everyone we know, Callum's the only person who thinks it's good.
No, he doesn't think it's good. He thinks it's fun, which is like, all right, you can think it's fun, but it's not good. Like, it's...
He was...
Those two are not the same.
I told you he'd end up changing his opinion because right when the last episodes,
The last 3 episodes.
I didn't like almost any of Charlotte. Not even the beginning episodes where people are like, "Oh, it's like a fun version of like Angel Beats mixed in with like what Key normally does." But
no, it's X-Men.
It's X-Men First Class, and then X-Men Days of Future Past. That's what it is.
Yep. I don't know what the last 3 episodes were.
The last 3 episodes.
Like, I don't.
The last 3 episodes literally brought me into depression. Like, some shows have pissed me off, but no show has ever brought me into depression because of how bad it was.
I'm just shocked at how bad. Like, how did something like Charlotte in the first 3 episodes turn into something like that in the last 3 episodes?
I think the most shocking thing was that it was written by Jun Maeda, whom like he's never really like been proven to be like a masterful writer, but like Angel Beats, why would it have problems? It was still okay. Charlotte has all the same problems that Angel Beats has, in which that it's like completely rushed, and I don't even know why Jun Maeda didn't learn from his mistake last time in Angel Beats. Did he not realize? Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of Roku Ronin, where there's only 3 people because it's seemingly impossible to get 4 out of 6 or 7 people. Anyways, this episode is gonna be about Charlotte, the most recent PA Works show that aired in the summer 2015 season. And this may be like beating the dead horse at this point because Charlotte...
No, it's not. It just ended 3 days ago. No way. It just ended 3 days ago.
Well, by the time this comes out, I don't know. But with me today is Kevin from Kevin Nia and Adam from Vadarf. And I'm Matt from RC Anime, if you did not notice. So enough of that. Anyways, Charlotte, Kevin, go.
Charlotte killed my family.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
What? Adam, go.
I have no more words to say. I am
Okay,
dead.
So that's the end of the episode.
I'm watching over him, which I thought was pretty good, I guess, but not ended with him basically getting over his sister's death by his sister's omelet. That was a bit... I don't know what to say about that.
Box cutters, though. And toothpicks, the 2 main weapons of the show.
No, please. The edgiest parts of Charlotte are the most dumbest part as well.
It's not.
Why?
It's like,
why though? Why did he have to turn edgy? What was the point? What was really the point? That's not coping with your sister's death. Like being a shut-in and maybe just like doing nothing, or like, okay, that's I can see because he's depressed, but he just turned edgy for no. Oh, and he became a gangster slayer. Like, seriously, why?
Oh, well, Charlotte, I already thought Charlotte was pretty bad at that point, but it didn't, because Charlotte's currently my most hated anime of all time, and it wasn't even at that point that it became it. It was like the last 3. Thanks for watching.
That's Charlotte, everyone.
Or listening.
Bye.
No, okay, I'll talk about Charlotte. Okay. I'll start from the beginning, because if we start at the end, that'll be something. So the first half of Charlotte, I thought was like fine. It was like X-Men in high school, where they go around trying to stop people from abusing their powers and from getting experiments on, which I thought was fine, really, except they kept doing it over and over again, so I thought it was getting a bit bland. But like the first half, I thought it was pretty fine for me. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like that particularly that good either. When episode 6 and 7 came, I saw the potential. Like, I saw what they were going for, or what Jun Maeda was going for. If they took like the really edgy and dumb parts out, like with the box cutter and with the main character Yu turning really edgy, it could have been something like keep the part where he's depressed, and instead of making him turn edgy, just keep him depressed for like half the episode, and have now kept on